This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 3-4 defense, usually here you'll see the linebackers come up and make those plays, but the nose tackle also vital.
Well, it's so vital because what you just pointed out, normally he eats up blockers that allows the linebackers to get to the ball carrier. In this case, he did his job and then some, and there was no gain at all for the runner.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Pushing through the contact. Oh, what a juke into space. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Locke. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now Marshall. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play. Yeah.
That too.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon, only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. First down, Rivers. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the interception, it's Locke. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It's hauled in by Doxson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. This is Marshall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Shift together here from the D-line. From the gun, here's Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Terrell Pryor that time. And it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terrell Pryor hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Let's go. Set out, ready. 380.
Rivers on first down. He's got the rookie from Clemson, Mike Williams. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Gun! Hey! Patriot! Set! 380! Keep it skinny!
Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Ready.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A second down throw for Rivers. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll run with Marshall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now Pirine. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Third and long, it's Luck. Pryor has it complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it, because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Second down, Rivers steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and And he's brought down. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Hey! Ready? Get 180, white!
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. To throw, Love. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now it's Love. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that.
And now look at him go. Touchdown, Washington. Chris Thompson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
A first down throw here for Rivers. There's the stiff arm. This is Gordon on the dump off. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. gain a 5.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, it's Locke. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Luck on first down. And an alley to run. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. Docks him with a grab over the middle. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Hopkins' kick is good. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Rivers now on second down. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Will Compton in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, But every now and then, you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded at the 20. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the wideout in motion. Now a 1st down throw. Locke. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And here's Marshall. And some room. And he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better. And
that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Chargers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Off of play action. Locke. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie corner from Iowa, Desmond King. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Following the interception here, Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and it's second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Well, definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lambeau on for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here come the Redskins now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And
under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Jeremiah Tauchu from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To throw on second down is Locke. Completes it right side to Doxson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
To throw is Luck. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got room. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run it here with Pirine, and he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now a carry for Pirine. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Second and goal now from the 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw in here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Here's Luck. And this is hauled in by Pryor for a Redskin touchdown. Terrell Pryor with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Watch 12. Watch 12.
Throwing is Love, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. They find some open field here. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Monte Nicholson, the rookie out of Michigan State. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the interception, it's Love. And this one's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
The Redskins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on third down. Love. Fighting through. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again. Rivers on 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Desperation time, Rivers on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. On 1st down, Luck. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Luck. A strong running. Escaping the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Here's Luck. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And some space here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The play clock running out. We'll call for a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. So now 1st and 15. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary.
390.
From the gun, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. From the gun, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, now look at 56.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Lambo to add on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Runs through the contact. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now they try the right side here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Throwing now, Luck. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. A shotgun snap for Luck. A deep ball for Dotson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
The Charger offense making their way back out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Obviously, a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, they're very...
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to